guys? It's Beta Vlogs, and I haven't made a video in quite a while. I think it's been October since I made a last video. A lot of things have happened. One, I'm now 16, so I don't know, whatever. I had a birthday in October. That's about it. I took a kind of a big break because of just school, and I didn't really know what to post. But I've got a lot of new things that I want to show y'all, and hopefully you guys like them. So let's get right into that. So this is the 10-gallon. You guys last saw, I think, was that there was a goldfish in here who recently just passed away. But I've changed the whole thing out, new landscape, or aquascape technically, and this is what I've put into it. So these are panda platies. It's hard to say because they're both P for some reason, but there are 4 of them in here, swimming around, giving the tank some color. That's my allergy right there. So I need to get rid of that. But it's not a huge issue. There's also zebra lotion there. There are 3 zebra lotion there. They like to chill out kind of in the darker areas because they are loach. They like to just chill out. I don't see the other 2, but I have seen them in the last day, so they're in here somewhere. But this tank is really cool, and I love looking at it at the moment because it's filled with interesting things, and the platies give it some color as well. Now, for Christmas, I saved up a lot of money, not a whole lot, but a good amount of money, because I wanted to buy a bigger tank than my 20-gallon, because I've had a 20-gallon for quite a bit, and I've always wanted something bigger, because I always like bigger and better tanks, I always like to think, more often than not. So, I got a 29-gallon tank, which is quite big, and I think it'd be this big, but it's pretty big. So this is the 29-gallon tank right here. It looks awesome. I got these 2 big decor decorations to put in it. That's a live plant, and that's a live plant. That's just kind of there. I like that. But let me show you what's in this tank. So we've got 4 red-eyed tetras. You've got 3 of these roseline sharks, and then if I can, 1 cone snail down here, and then let me try to find the others that are in here. Found one of the fish. This is a chocolate pleco that I have. He is pretty big, sitting in that tank. That's one of them. I don't see the others. I'll try to see if I can find them. I just found the other thing that I have. So it might be hard to see. Let's see if I can get a better angle on him. But you can't already tell kind of what that is. It's an African dwarf frog. Now there's one there, and it's the male, I believe. Yeah, that's the male. Here we go. Kind of a better. I'm wondering if I can move my lid. That's speaking out. Yep, there we go. So there he is. They're tiny. But I've got a male and female. Not that I plan on getting a male and female. I just got a male and female. But he's sitting up in this floating plant right here. And there's 2 of them. So that's kind of cool. So that's it. That's all in this tank. Let's move on. The next tank that I started up is this 5-gallon tank. I think you've guys seen these fish. I'm not sure what you guys have seen and haven't seen. Just throw this over there. But these are 2 goldfish in this tank. There are shrimp in here somewhere. There might be underneath there, or they're in here, but they're all grass shrimp. These guys are very attentive to what's going on in the tank, it seems like. But if I scroll down here, this is a root plant as well. Hello. Hi. They're very interesting little things. They're actually feeder goldfish, which is kind of cool. But they look really cool, and I like the aesthetic of this tank quite a bit. And I know these guys get pretty big, but that's why I've got the 29-gallon and the 20-gallon and the 10-gallon if they get too big for this tank. So I've got it settled quite well if they do get too big. So moving on over to the 20-gallon. The main thing, this tank has been running perfectly. Knock on wood. Perfectly for the last couple of months now. All the fish that have been in here, I think there's only been 1 death, and it's the I don't remember your name. What are your names? I don't know. Sapira. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. So there are somewhere. There should be 5. There's 4 and 5. There's 4, I think, tiger barbs, and there's I don't remember now. Who knows? Anyways, I can't keep track of how much fish I have anymore. But there's also the Yo-Yo Loach, who, if you've been around my channel long enough, you know that I've had him quite a bit. His name is Hellbender. If you're new here, he's pretty cool. I like him. I call him Hellbender because he's eaten about 4 or 5 of my fish, so, you know, gotta keep it chill. And then moving on to the smallest tank is my beta tank, is where my channel's started from, is beta. This is a female koi. She is quite old, actually, at the moment. Not at the moment, she just is quite old. She's, I think, 2 years old, I think, at the moment. So she's about either halfway or a little over halfway, because these fish, I don't know. The data's changed, because when I first started beta fish, they said that they would live 3 to 5 years. Now it's like 2 to 7 or something rather. I don't remember. But she is one of the last standing beta fish I've got. She's also got a live plant here. This tank, oh, there he is. Oh, he went away. You just saw his head there for a second. Oh, there he is. He's in the back. He's getting pretty big. I mean, big enough. I think he's going to be the king of this tank. Hellbender will be. But yeah, so moving back over here, I just saw him get sidetracked. So she's kind of she's the second oldest. Hellbender's the first. She's the second. And she's just doing perfectly in here. She looks very beautiful in this light. The tree, I don't know. I've tried to clean it so many times, it just doesn't want to clean. So I might have to switch out a plant because it looks dirty, and I don't really like things that look dirty. But we'll see. But she's doing really well in this tank. So I hope you guys really enjoyed my my fish room, my fish tour, whatever this is. I'm not quite sure where I left off with my fish. I know I had the 20 gallon, the 2.5 gallon, and the 10 gallon was filled with other fish at the point. But I hope you guys really enjoy all the new fish and all the new things that are hoping to come. I really hope that I can spruce up these videos and make them kind of a little bit more interesting, since I've added the intro music and the outro. I hope that's kind of formalizing my YouTube videos. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I'm trying to make it a little more fancy, if you will. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, so leave a like if you like this video, comment just if I'm doing anything wrong, and subscribe if you're here. Bye!